I'm Doug Cogswell. I'm the president and CEO of Advisor Solutions, and I work together with Bell Labs, where we spun out of, to take this intellectual property out and create a business that's focused on what we call deep data discovery. And we're in a bunch of markets helping business people, work with their data that may have been created but was never designed for analysis, and making it easy for people to use that to make better decisions. So, we're spin off from Bell Labs. The thing we do is we have this really low cost and very easy to use visual front end to complex data systems. We blend data from a variety of different sources. If you go into a manufacturer, you'll often find an ERP system with a bunch of data in a Microsoft database. There's a bunch of other data out on the factory floor that may be created by programming line controllers, and it's in different formats. We can bring all that together into our in-memory MART. So we're creating a really light footprint front end to these complex data systems, and then we push out information, very visual, very interactive dashboards that people can use to not only look at and see trends, but slice and dice and drill down to get to the detail. We've also embedded predictive analytics. So, you can see so much by looking at data, but predictive modeling can help you understand why, what are the conditions behind a set of anomalies that seem to occur every night at, 3 in the morning. What's the pattern with customers, with products, whatever that's behind that. And then once we figure that out, we can create scores so that when new orders come in, we flag them up front and alert people that this is a potential problem situation. We deliver full solutions, because the issue in a lot of the markets we're in, complex data, people who want to be inquisitive, want to slice and dice, understand what's going on. And we're typically in the mid-market and departments where you don't have the IT teams to haul all this data together. So we need to help them. Like conceptually, if you take those factory floor log files by themselves, they're kind of useless, but if you can bin them and structure them and turn them into useful content that then links to the ordering system, all of a sudden lights go on. We also, in many of these teams, they've not really done analysis before, so we have to help them understand that, hey, when you look at one of these things, it's actually telling you something, and by exploring it, you can get to answers that are unique. So I think what we've done here is unique in the market with both the software and the services, and we're solving problems that really need to be solved. Let me just look and show you one of these. So I'm going to jump into a quick demo. Click this, it's going to open a link. We open on a server. It can be hosted in the cloud or on-premise. It opens in a browser, any browser, all that good stuff. So what we're doing here is looking at a bunch of log traffic from HP, or it could be Splunk. We run on top of a lot of different systems. And these things are grabbing server and network logs from around the world and trying to find what they call notable events. And you get hundreds of them a day. And then at some point, somebody needs to look at the notable events, try to figure out what's really going on. So we tile out in pages. There's a page in IP port, and you can sort of see what jumps here is, there's some patterns. There's a red line across here, which this single node is firing across a bunch of others. I might want to explore that. So let me just grab it. So I've select that node. Let's get rid of everything else. Let's go to this parabox view. So I'm looking at this data another way and seeing that that thing is coming in. It's all high severity. There's one outcome, there's one source, it's firing across all these things, a few destination ports. This is giving me another view. The event timing page is looking at when this thing is actually firing. So this is across a period from September 2nd at 1:45 p.m. through September 8th. This is obviously sample data. But it's firing this thing like goes in a bunch here, it goes silent, it comes back and does a bunch here, and then it fires up here. So you can sort of see time-wise, it's hitting at different periods of time. I might want to grab this because that's of interest. Drill in on it. Look at it for the source zone URI. It's coming from an asset in Illinois. I can drill down on this and details. Here's the actual, log detail that I just zeroed in on, and if I actually was a security analytics expert, I'd be able to look at this and take action, and then I can export this list out of here, drop it down to my desktop in Excel or CSV or whatever. So quick run through of really starting at a high level with a bunch of data from hundreds of notable events coming in over a day, which involves literally millions of transaction details. I've shown them visually. There's a few things that jump out. I can quickly slice and dice and get down to the detail. A human being needs to look at it and interact with it, and we're particularly good at dealing with transaction data. We're good at dealing with it in our memory mart, and we're good at visualizing it with some of these charts that are unique from our Bell Labs heritage, aimed from Bell Labs days of looking at AT&T switches and nodes on transaction detail like this. So it's a perfect market for us.